Thank you. My name is Roger Wood, and Emma Seaton, who has also worked on this project at Marsh. It involves two premium stations at Bell Station and Preston Station. It's an elevated viaduct removing 4 level crossings. It's approximately 2 kilometres long, and strangely the two stations are only about 800 metres apart. At the bottom of this image you can see the Preston Market and car park, Preston Oval, and just in the distance here is Bell Station and the Darebin Arts Centre. There. So that's locating it geographically to the city. That's the context that we're building in, and we always try and anchor our buildings contextually, and it surprised me to find out here that the main heritage overlay by the City of Darebin was post-Second World War housing stock, and we took an aerial view of that and applied it to the façade of the station. So the roof planes of the houses we saw is embedded into the station, which is also important because looking at level crossing removals, quite often facilities are put on the ground plane and then weather protection is draped over the viaduct. With the work we've done, we've tried to make these buildings more public buildings. So using the example of Parliament and Treasury, for example, they're fairly simple boxes, but the three-dimensional quality comes from the applied texture in cornices, mouldings, architraves, etc. So we put the texture as the roofscape of the heritage elements around the site. And we wanted travel to be fun. The screen on the viaduct was a very happy experience of Indigenous co-design. And also when the rail was at grade, it was up on ballast, and that effectively formed a reservoir against overland flow and flooding. So we've tried to make the landscape, which we did with Tract, permeable, and put in facilities like the amphitheatre, because we're adjacent to the Darebin Arts Centre, have that as an extension where they can have outdoor performances but also avoid flooding. They're the stairs leading up. This is a footprint that we developed these are the third and fourth stations we've done. And in speaking to the users, having not done a station before, we came up with a footprint where we effectively have an entry hall within the public building, stairs that go up to a landing, and then load the platforms equally both sides. And measured against other premium stations, the efficiency of this came out to be about 50% of the footprint of other stations that were being done on the network with the level crossing removals, which gives us more public realm, and obviously it's cost effective from a building point of view. So there it stairs up to the landing, and the coloured glass both in all our stations is kind of a celebration of travel, with a cathedral-like experience. The viaducts sit the train down into what is called a U-trough, and I was personally involved with shaping these. The engineered outcome when these were first proposed was quite a brutal and blunt thing. We softened those off. They're being used throughout the network now. At night, we've used colour and lighting as a placemaking device, and also the precinct is described with coloured columns. That's the heritage area. You can see our station in the top left, and a painting by a dear late friend of mine, Howard Arkley. So you see the three-dimensional quality I was talking about. columns are generally black, apart from within the station precinct, which helps describe where we are. That's a detail of the co-design work we did for the screens. They'd have to do everything from stopping people falling off. So the top flange of the U-trough, if a train breaks down, people have to get out and walk along the top flange without falling off, and also maintenance and so forth. So the Bell Street and Preston Station. We wanted this to be vibrant. When Preston Market's opened, it's culturally and eclectically vibrant. When it's not, it's a vacant car park. And we wanted to take all the colours I saw in the produce in the market, from grapes to lobsters and pineapples, and put that like a barcode onto the building, but make it a peace, brother. A vibrant element within a fairly brutal car park. This is an island platform, so it means that the train goes either side of the platform. And the train appears to go through the building. You can see the market through the glass there. And with Tract, as I mentioned about overland flow and so forth, importantly, we got a bit over 3 MCGs of public space back from, what was barbed wire and old sleepers and rusted rail tracks into a permeable ground plane with more co-design work within different facilities. The black columns, you can see the pink columns in the background, which tells you that you're approaching the station precinct. The columns are used by the kids as blackboards, and that's it. Thank you.